It is just after 8 a.m. Day 3. I am getting started on my third stretch. Last night was great in the lean-to. It was a real luxury to have that option. Got a pretty good night's sleep. A little cold, but that was the temperature. Feet definitely still wet from yesterday, but I think I have, according to the book, a wet stretch coming up, so I decided to save my dry socks until tomorrow, in which case I'll trail under these and go that way. Alright, big push to town, about 10 miles to Piseco. I'm hoping to get there for some lunch. Hopefully they got a Stewart's that I could stop in, sit, eat a little bit, maybe charge up my stuff. Alright, keep you posted. Day 3, I'm still just in the beginning, and I got like 2/10 of a mile in, realized I never started the tracking on my GPS, so I dropped my pack and my poles and ran back with my GPS to start my tracking back at the lean-to, and then ran back along the way, tweaked my knee a little bit, which is my concern, because in Colorado, when I was hiking with my brother, I really tanked my knees and had a really tough time. I still have about 100 miles to go, so I really don't want to have any issues. So I'm hoping it's just a tweak when I go real slow. And mental note, my legs have felt great up until here, but trail running cold on this sort of trail, definitely not recommended. All right, trail's getting bad. So this is the White House suspension bridge. We're heading out, as you can see. It's a big, beautiful, stunning bridge. Crosses a very nice river in both directions. I just crossed the suspension bridge, and this is what's on the other side. A beautiful chimney from an old house that used to be a girls' camp. Really pretty crossing. I made the first stretch from Mud Lake Lean-to to the trail junction. Gonna sign in and then continue off to Piseco. Says it's about 6 miles from here, so I'm hoping. Another really nice little suspension bridge after White House, heading towards Piseco. The trail has been pretty good. It's been pretty much like that or better the whole time, so I'm really enjoying the easy miles and the ability to cover a lot of ground. Here we got a nice section of the trail that's known for high beaver activity, and as you can see, there's the markers, and the trail is flooded out. The beaver dam is actually right there, and looks like they're home and working hard. But a really beautiful little area. Really pretty. So the reroute from that area actually comes back from the direction that I came from and scoots right down here. So they figured it out and made a nice little extra path, which is really nice. I'm right in the middle of that beaver reroute, and as you can see, it is still pretty flooded. The beaver's got it dammed up pretty good, and we've been having a bunch of rain, so just basically standing in the bog, which is cool. So gonna muck across and keep going. So pretty good update. I just took a dunk in the beaver dam. Was trying to cross that super flooded spot and lost my footing on a log. My poles were a little bit too short, and yeah, I'm pretty wet. I'm wet all the way up to my right side and definitely up to my waist. So yeah, the adventure continues. Luckily none of my stuff got wet. The Z-Pack's pockets work pretty good for just a quick little dip, but flooded one out completely on crossing Stony Creek. Luckily, it was just pre-wrapped snacks, so not a big deal. So it's 11:55, and I've made the Piseco sign-in booth. It is Piseco Hamlet's 2 miles, and along the road, and then hopefully I'll make the Silver Lake lean-to tonight. We'll see. It's gonna be a trek, but I'm looking forward to getting into some town, getting some lunch, and taking a sit down. All right. After about 2 days in the woods, I have made the road into Piseco, and feels good to see some civilization. I'm actually looking forward to some road walk. Don't quote me on that. I might change my mind later, but happy to see some sun. That's my favorite part. Currently loving this road walk in the sun. It's an easy change to the feet, and it's just a welcome change of scenery. So, yeah, good times. Get to charge up my solar thing a little bit, and then, yeah, just want to say, sun, absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice. Really welcome change of being in the woods, slogging through the swamp for a couple days. I'm really enjoying this. So after a couple detours and a failed attempt to get food, finally made it to the Piseco post office, and so the trail goes back into the woods, just up there a little bit more. It's been a hot road stretch. I was able to get rid of some food. I stopped and took a break down that way, kind of where the trail came out. Before I was looking forward to sun, looking forward to a little shade, but hopefully my solar charger's more charged up because I've been out here for like a couple hours. All right, next leg of the adventure. So day 3, finished the road walk, back on the trail. I got about 9.6 miles to Spruce Lake, and it's 3:30. So probably not going to hear from me again for the rest of the day until I get to camp, unless there's some big milestone. But we're in crunch time. Took a nice leisurely road walk, so time to make up some time and miles. All right, time to push on. So made it to Spruce Lake, and it is gorgeous. Day 3. This is my camp for the night. As you can see, there's canoe, and it's just a really nice spot. Might go take a dip later to shower. So looking forward to eating some dinner, relaxing, getting recharged to wake up and do it all again tomorrow. All right, good deal. Beautiful though. So y'all happy to be here. Made really good time. I thought I'd be here super late. So, all right. So, trail diary from day 3. How'd it go? So I woke up at Mud Lake lean-to, and then today's mileage I went all the way to Spruce Lake lean-to. As you can see, I have a fire going because the mosquitoes are terrible tonight. But so the first half, Mud Lake to White House, the trail was super sloppy and a little bit slow going. I was wet within the first, I don't know. No, White House, yeah. I was wet within the first, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. That was really like the first 3 minutes. Okay, so the other than that, the bridge was super pretty at White House, and then it was off to Piseco. And White House to Piseco wasn't too bad. Super swampy, as always. Just soaking wet. I fell in a Beaver Dam overflow. They diverted the trail around the Beaver Dam, but that diverted trail was flooded waist deep. I was walking on some logs and slipped. So the logs were underwater, so I was already into about my knees. So, other than that, got to Piseco Route 8 and was able to make some phone calls. Walked a little bit, lost some service, and it actually ended up coming back to continue the phone call. And I went up to see if there was food at the tavern, and to my luck, I walked the extra 0.7 miles one way. They were closed for a private party. So any other day, and I would have been perfect. But today, no. So I finished my phone call and ate lunch at the tavern, and then proceeded to do the road walk to Piseco. There is service in Piseco, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering. The road walk was hot. Wasn't too bad, just super hot. I was able to charge my solar device a little bit, but didn't get too much out of it, so that's dead. And I'm going to be using my Anchor battery from now going forward. Spruce Lake, the trail from then Piseco to Spruce Lake, for the most part, was beautiful. I was able to crank through the, so it was about 9 miles I had to do, and I was starting at like 3 o'clock. I was able to actually crank through most of it until about the last mile, and then it was just climbing up and down swamp. I had dry shoes from the walk from Piseco, the road walk from Piseco, and they were dry all the way up until literally the last mile, if not less. So that was a super bummer. That made it slow go. I got to Spruce Lake. The lean-to was a little rough, but still nice. I was able to pitch the tent. The lake is beautiful. It's got a nice fire pit outside with a shovel and some stuff. I was able to have dinner. Feeling a lot better now that I've had dinner. Hung my bag, and I'll probably be calling it, kind of an early night tonight. I'm tired. It's been 3 big days, and I got another one coming up tomorrow, and then 4 more after that. So, everything's good. Not feeling too sore. Kind of tweaked my knee a little bit at the beginning, because I forgot to start my tracking at the lean-to, so I dropped my pack, ran back to start the tracking with the GPS. On that way back, tweaked it a little bit, took some Advil, took my vitamin pack, and it's been okay. Downhills are just a little slow, so I'll just monitor that and watch it going forward. Day 3 was decent. My pack's getting lighter. I brought some extra water with me tonight, so it'd be nice to wake up and actually have some water to drink and make coffee with, and not really be a problem. Alright, so we're going to sit by the fire for a little bit more, and then it's bedtime. Alright, night.